Now, before we pronounce the benediction, he said, I want to remind you that in our culture, a priest or a king, just like a king, does not die. He uses some word, I think, to mean they fly away or something. Something like that. So he said, please don't use that word anymore. He has not died. Now, I had been fresh from seminary, and being a Chiga, I felt the Chiga blood boiling within me. I was about to ask him, so what has happened to him now? But then I saw General Edi Tungile somewhere there. I turned to the left, I saw General Tinyefuza, he had just called himself Sejusa. I saw guns, I looked at him, I said, okay. In other words, he has not died. Oh, okay. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is a harsh reality of life. Death is sure. Point number 3, sin is the cause. Now, believe it or not, sin is the cause. Death came as a result of man's disobedience.
One thing I'd like to share is her attitude during the time we were in India. You all know how prayerful she is. She reads the Bible, she read the Bible every morning, first thing when she got up. A good habit that she taught us, and every night before she went to sleep, which we continued. And she knew the Bible in many ways and translated verses in quite interesting ways. One consistent thing that she picked out of the Bible were praise and worship verses. And she would not tolerate anything that was negative being in that situation. She said in one of the video recordings is, look, if you want to talk to me, don't cry. If you want to cry, you first cry. Why all those tears? Finish them. After the tears are done, then you can pick up the phone and call me. And when you're going to talk to me, we are going to praise God because I'm well. I know where I'm going. Do you know where you're going? Cry for yourself, not for me. Those are her words.
Thank her for identifying the strong points in me and beating me to make sure I work through to my strong points. I don't know what she has done because she has so many sons, or everybody here. I don't know if she has beaten you people, but for us, we know how she drove us to get it. And today, I thank her for teaching me to be hardworking, for teaching me to work very hard for everything that I get, and for teaching me to be patient at the top of it all. I thank you.
Mom stood by her family. If you wanted to get on the wrong side of her, attack her family. And that has basically shown us that family is important, and we can stand together, and together you can be able to achieve.
You may not know this, but I'm the one who triggered her service to God. I led her to Christ at a very early age. And I think from then on, she caused chaos in the kingdom of the enemy. I think you all know if my mother prays for you, I don't think those demons would survive. All scatter. So that's why we are all celebrating her life. She right now has been received by a big team of angels, and I'm sure they're celebrating, and she's sitting in her mansion right now. All the family skills that we have and are built right from Rosemary and everyone. We all know it's Mom, and she has been the architect of all our family reunions. Every year, I think all my cousins know, every year she makes sure we meet on a Christmas or a New Year's. Now, this very New Year's, I think that was the time her ailing began. So we had already given notice to everyone, please come for lunch. And still she was able to text and say, guys, please don't cancel this lunch. Continue with the lunch. Me, I'll be well. And that was her attitude all through, from the time she got ill and up to the time she went to India. She was very, very, very strong.
But there are so many, right from the inside the house, into parliament, constituencies, and various areas all over Uganda, even across, because either they are brothers, sisters, or children, grandchildren. So she earned the title of the word grandmother, I think very appropriately. In terms of celebrated preachers' sermon this morning, I think I gained a lot. I could see the children in it, I could see the friends, I could see the role of Paul that God had assigned to her. And throughout her constituency celebration, all that she told me was that her agenda was God's special duties for the country, and in particular for doing what she could possibly do by being directed. So the direction started not only from inside the house, but through places where she was. So we thank God for that. I'm not going to take much time talking because the children have said it all. And in particular, His Grace, the Bishop from Nigeria. Hearing him talk, in particularly when he started talking at home, I started feeling a lot more relieved of any tension that was playing power with me. And I think a number of people also went through the same experience. And I want to